Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about how I use lighting sources to change up my working space. I work in a approximately 6 by 6 foot walk-in closet in my bedroom that I gutted. I took all the clothes out and I purposed to value my work, my passions, my sanity more than my clothing. And thankfully, I had a husband who was on board with that as well. Okay, the benefit is I have a space that is my own that I can do anything with. I do anything in. I do all of my work. I work part-time as a curriculum designer, a curriculum writer. And the other part-time, I am a caregiver to our adopted son with special needs, as well as a writer. I'm working on writing a series for middle grade readers. And so I have to use the same space for all of those different things. And so how I get around that in terms of training my brain is lighting. And so what you're seeing right now is the lighting that I use in the morning. This is the lighting I use for obviously all my filming because it's bright, but this is the lighting that I use when I am doing work meetings, when I am writing a curriculum, a teacher's guide, a teacher's manual, or lesson plans, or anything of that sort. This is the bright, wide awake light that it doesn't matter what it is outside. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and now we're at the end of October, so it is often dark and dreary, but it don't matter because it can be all bright and sunshine in here. And the way I did that is not with overhead lighting. I tried a daylight LED light bulb, and it just did not cut it. Did not work. What did work was LED daylight strip lighting. And I'm going to tell you, I did two things. One, I created a faux window. And before I show you the faux window, I knew I needed more light in here. And so I did some research. And it was going to cost me a couple $1,000s to have someone come out, cut a hole in the wall. I mean, not just the wall, but a hole in the house, and then frame it and then put in a new window. I don't have that kind of money, especially now that my husband's unemployed. But I still wanted light, and I still wanted the benefits, the feeling of a window. So what I did is I made my own faux window. And I'm going to turn the camera, and I apologize. It's going to be bright. I'm going to try and do this as smoothly as I can. You can see it start to come in frame here. I'm going to turn it all the way because I'm going to explain to you briefly what I did to make this. And if I pull back the curtain, you're going to see there is two wood frames here, solid wood frames. Got them on Amazon. They were cheap. Bought two of the exact same frames, got rid of the glass, got rid of the back on each frame, and I got some, what are they called? Command picture hanging strips, or the Velcro ones, because I wanted to be able to peel these frames apart if I ever had to replace the LED strips inside. So on this first frame, I have a piece of plexiglass. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't have to have this cut. I just happened to come across it at the thrift store, and it was near perfect size. There's about a 1/4 of an inch gap on both sides of the frame, but it doesn't matter because it gets hidden with this cute little curtain that I put in front of it. You don't have to have the plexiglass. I like it. It diffuses the LED strip light a little better, and I think it makes it look that much better and that much more realistic. So there's plexiglass that's glued to the inside of this picture frame. The other picture frame on the back of it is just a piece of foam core, which I put a piece of tinfoil on and then literally pressed down. The LED strip lights have adhesive on the back. And so I literally just adhered that in the shape, coiled it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not really a circle because it's hard to get it in the shape of a circle, but more in rectangles and squares. And it doesn't have to be exact because I have this piece of plexiglass. It kind of blurs it and makes it look just like a bright light. But what really sells it to me, I intentionally, you could use any kind of frame, but I went with a wood frame because I thought, well, that's more window-esque, if you will. But what really sells it to me is the little curtain. and it's just the right size, and it provides a great deal of light for me. And again, it's very easy to get into that, a seasonal affective disorder, especially here in Washington where it's dark for a good part of the year. I can step into my office and it's immediately bright, and it helps me wake up. And yeah, so I can enter this office at 6:30 in the morning. It can be as dark as the dead of night outside, but it doesn't matter because in here it's like a bright sunshiny day. However, this is not the only source of light for me. I got a second set of the same LED daylight. That's key. It's a whiter light. It's not a yellowy light. It was LED daylight LED strips. And I'm going to leave a link to that if I can find it down below. I'll even leave a link to the frames if I can find it. But I made that a little bit ago, so I may not be able to find the exact same one. But I got the exact same LED strip light, and then I just put it right above my monitor, my main workstation, which I'm looking at right now. If you look behind me, you'll notice that there is a closet shelf. In this closet, the shelving goes the entire length of 3 of the walls. So this one behind me, and then this one here, and then there's one right above me, right up here that's off camera that you can't see. And it's on this, underneath this shelf, that I was able to put the same exact LED strip light that is in my faux window. And they're both remote control, powered on and powered off. And it's great because I just literally, well, let me show you. Let's see if I can turn the camera and show you. And now and actually I'll just explain what this is too. There used to be a door here, a door to the closet, but with the door opening or swinging into my workspace, it really limited how I could arrange furniture in here. And so in order to maximize space, I decided I value space and floor print or footprint area on the floor more so than an actual door. So all this is a king size top bed sheet that I got at a local thrift store, and I like it because it's my favorite color. It has a light aqua or sea glass color, and it's a very neutral pattern, kind of blends in. But I just stitched it on the top and bottom to turn it into one sheet, and it's a little thicker, and I like that because it's 2-ply. And this helps me maintain some privacy when I'm working. When this is closed, this tells my family, Mom, Shannon is focusing, leave her alone. But it also, let me show you what this is. This is a little electric fireplace. And the other perk of working in a space this small is I can warm up, I can heat up this area real quick. All I have to do is I have a little remote control. It's in my little desk drawer over here. I got myself a little electric fireplace, which I'm not going to lie, it is great for creating a cozy atmosphere when I'm trying to write fiction or just trying to relax in general. And so this also not only creates great ambiance, but it heats up the space. And this curtain, this bed sheet is phenomenal for keeping the space warm. I can leave this fireplace on for 10 minutes, and as long as this curtain is closed, it will stay nice and toasty in here. But getting back to the LED strip lighting, I'm going to turn this all the way. Oh, and it's kind of hidden by the curtain, and it's up a little higher. So let's do that. There we go. Right up here, you can see the remote control. And I actually used it so much that the remote control was starting to wear off on the on and off switch. So I just took a couple button stickers, and the light blue button on the, right there is on, and then to turn it off I just press the dark blue one that's right there, and it turns it off. And it is great because I never have to wonder, where's my remote, how do I turn on the light, especially when I'm running late going to a meeting. It's on the wall, and I literally just used another command picture hanging strip. It's the Velcro type. And that enabled me to just adhere it to the wall, so I always know where it is. Oh, and you're getting a look at my little bookshelf up there. And actually, you see my webcam. That's the webcam I pull down when I'm doing top-down videos. But you can see another good example of how I'm using the vertical space in my closet to make it not only a homey area for me to be and work and to enjoy being in, but it also is a good way to make better use of storage space and whatnot in my little work area. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull the camera down a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. So now that you've seen my bright working light environment, let me turn off the camera and turn off the daylight LED strips and show you the kind of lighting I set up for writing when I'm just trying to relax, or if I'm journaling, or even just reading in here. And before I do, I want to show you two things right here. This is the lamp that I use. It's going to create a real glare on camera when I turn it on, so you aren't going to be able to see the lamp as well. But this is just a touch light. I can touch it, turns on, off, and it goes to 3 different levels of brightness. And then over here, right there, this you can't really tell right now because it's so bright. This is a candle warmer, and I invested in that just because I wanted to have some more aromatherapy in my space, and it creates a little light too. And I just love how warm and cozy it feels. So enough talking. I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm going to show you. So here we go. Here we are. Welcome to my writing lighting. This is the lighting effect that I use in my, you can hear I'm already talking with a lower voice. It creates a really cozy, warm feeling, even more so when I have my fireplace on. But you can see it's showing up much brighter on camera than it is, but you can hopefully see there's almost a purple hue to me, my skin tone, in this dimmer lighting. And you can see, in fact, let me see if I see, where did that go? I was going to turn that, oh, here it is. I'm going to turn this up a little higher so you can see, how much brighter that gets. But I like it at a low level because the brighter it is, the quicker it warms up the candle wax, and then the smell, the essential oils, fills the space. And because this is such a small area, it doesn't take much. So I like it on the lowest setting. But I really like how that looks. And the reason I do like the candle warmer versus actually lighting a candle is I have 4 cats, and their tails go and get everything everywhere. And I've actually had a kitty tail get set on fire, and that was so traumatizing. So we'll never do that again. So this gives me the ambiance of a candle without having to worry about the flame. The other thing I like about this is it has a 2, 4, and 8 hour timer, and it's also remote controlled. So if it goes on, the timer goes on too. I've just trained myself to do that. So I love that. So hopefully you've enjoyed. You know what? Let me go ahead and turn this lighting situation to the bright light, because you can see my camera is going in and out. It's so dark. So let me catch you on the bright side in just a second. Okay, I'm back. You won't see the camera fade in and out or focus in and out quite so much with the brighter lighting. But I will say using lighting to my advantage has been such an easy and effective way, not just to enhance my writing habit and my writing discipline, but it actually helps relax me. I can use the bright light to wake me up, and I can use the calm, warm, almost glow of the dimmer light to really induce a sense of calm and peace. And I've been known before to hide out in here when I don't actually have any work, just to enjoy the space. So I will leave links to everything I can find that I've purchased. Again, some of these things were purchased quite a while ago, but if I can find them, I'll leave links to them down below. And I hope that this little video has given you some inspiration. If you're a writer, I hope that you've got some good ideas now on how to use lighting to your advantage. If you're not a writer, I hope that you can take away some of these ideas to create a little space or hideaway for yourself in order to just have some peace as well as more productivity. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.